First of all, Child's Play, forget that. I am the god of the Juggalos. I am the Messiah. I am the savior of the Juggalo people. And I will lead us all to freedom. I will lead in a new era, the Juggalo apocalypse. I am your savior, and you all must bow down to me. Alright, Child's Play. Enough of this sissy softball crap that you've been doing. How about some hardball right now? You know what I'm talking about? Like upper hand pitches. You dig? Alright. And I'm talking about no corking your bat neither. You know, no getting walks, no getting hit in the side of the arm. Hardball right here. Good, fair game. So what you're talking about? You have to like ICP. Well, I could make a long video about it, and I probably will. But I think it would suffice to simply quote Violent J. You don't have to be to like ICP to be a juggalo. Violent J said you don't even have to like ICP to be a juggalo. If you want to be a juggalo, then we'll gladly take you. I don't know how much clearer it could possibly get. Like, I don't know how many more quotings I need to do. Violent J said you don't have to like ICP to be a juggalo. Are you ignoring that quote? Like, are you just choosing to forget that he said that? Look, I like ICP. That's personally, I do like ICP. But so what if someone doesn't? You know? Yeah, it's the roots of it. Great. They started it. But aren't these artists following everything they started? So maybe someone just doesn't like the musical style of ICP, you know? So maybe they just don't like the way the music is. But Boondocks, Twisted, ABK, whatever, they all present juggalo ideas in their music. So if you feel those juggalos' idea being presented in the music, then aren't you a juggalo? You know, if you go around saying that, you know, I hate ICP. Like, if I were to come on here and say, I hate ICP, they're stupid, they're idiots, everything they stand for is a bunch of crap. They're just, they're using juggalos as a marketing scheme. And they don't have, you know, like, all their points in their music, all the ideas they're trying to present are crap. And that, but no, I'm a juggalo. No, that would be a load of crap. But if someone's like, well, you know, I don't really like ICP. I don't like any of their music. I don't like their musical style. But I'm into Twisted. Or how about even this? I don't like any of the psychopathic artists. But I've read up on and I understand the idea of the Juggalo family. And I stand by all of it. And I stand by anti-bigotry, being who you are and not caring what anyone else thinks. Truth is, Child's Play, a true Juggalo wouldn't give a crap that you don't think of them as a Juggalo, whether they like ICP or not. They don't give a crap. Because they don't give a crap what anyone says, anyone thinks. You know, if I didn't like ICP, I happen to. But if I didn't like ICP, I would still tell you that I know I'm a juggalo. And no one's going to tell me otherwise. And a lot of people out there feel the same way. They don't give a crap that you think otherwise. Now, I know some people might try to claim, you know, a juggalo is whatever a juggalo wants to be. As long as they don't completely go against everything it stands for. That's why, if you are a racist and claiming to be a juggalo, ICP has stated on numerous occasions talking about how bigots, they hate bigots. how they kill bigots in their songs. That's who they're killing in songs. Bigots. And you're a bigot and you like ICP. Fine. But you're a bigot and you're a juggalo? Shoot. That's a load of crap. Because a juggalo, by its very nature, is not a bigot. But a juggalo, by its very nature, isn't necessarily a fan of ICP. Because really, if all we are a bunch of fanboys, then how are we any different than any other group of people? I posted this response. I got no response. I hope you do a show soon so I can call in and talk to you about this. But hope you understand what I'm getting at here. We're not just a bunch of fanboys. We actually stand for something. And in that standing for something, we have to not have this fanboy attitude. Have this attitude of, you don't like ICP, you're not a juggalo. No. We have to move on from that. Such an attitude that it's all about the music is quite frankly immature. That it's only about the music. It's about the ideas being presented by ICP, perhaps. But it's not necessarily about liking the music, whether it's pleasing to your ear. Don't try to say that someone doesn't have the mindset of a juggalo, that their mindset is not tuned in to being a juggalo. Really, so being a juggalo is all about what your ear considers to be pleasing sound waves. That's really it. That's all it is. It's about the message. It's about whether or not you feel with, you agree with the message that ICP is sending out. Whether or not you are going to have the backs of those who have been treated like crap their whole lives. Whether or not you are willing to support those and stick up for those that are put down by today's society. It's not just about the music you like. No, because we actually stand for something. Juggalos actually stand for something. That's all I gotta say. Whoop whoop. Peace and much clown love to all of y'all.